Maybe we
Psych.
should have like zoomed in on our faces. All right, let's see what
happened.
Here we go. So it is going to be Raia on the left side, High on the right side. Going up, and we are starting with, it looks like it is going to be the Spike Launch versus the Shield Spire. You can see the Rakoha and the other Spike Launch on the as their backup decks. And immediately with the Feline to build some MP.
And we've seen this several times now. That Cammy. Just busting right out there.
Cammy's a good card.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to start out with that. Well, you also have the Lucia, but since Cammy is a 5-cost and you're running a dual color deck, you should be putting that out first.
And this is a sacrifice, but he just wants to make sure the trade goes even so the Cammy is gone. He just wanted that trade to go out, so ended up sacrificing 6 health for that. But of course, if you're Nurg, that's not a bad thing. But here's Lucia, but you've already sacrificed 6 health. So as soon as you get your Spike Launch, that Lucia's dead. So now at this point in time, I feel like High's got to get out another unit to absorb some of that extra splash damage.
That's right. Lucia, of course, out of range of Fate. So that Fate kind of stranded in hand right now.
Actually, he's going to be able to get some good damage off of this. And he's built up a lot of that.
Yeah, if there's a response, that's going to hurt.
And actually, oh, that's so smart. He's going to Black Devil trigger it. That's what you call it.
I thought you weren't going to do that. You said you were going to do that. No, I'm just
kidding. That's fair.
However, Lucia does live. Is going to be able to get one more hit in.
Gets the Bolt Weaver out on the magic color instead. But there it is. Lucia's gone.
And that was a lot of damage to deal with that Lucia while taking a lot of damage and paying a lot of life.
But you always have to remember, a lot of that life was lost through sacrifice.
That's right.
That's kind of Nurg's game. And, you see he's got the green heal card right there for 2 MP. It's still right there within the grasp. Oof. There you go. Spike Launch coming into play. But now down to 4 AP. But look at this. He's got board control, but not a lot of damage. It's 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. It's not a huge threat.
But the MP is just generating and accelerating, and that's the strength of these green-black decks.
Yep.
You just let that ride, right? Like the +4, the shield's on there. That's going to hurt.
And he had enough memory to get it +4/+4. So the mana curve right now is so much in Raia's favor. Actually, with the Iris on the bottom, it's not as bad, but oh no, the Fate.
The Fate.
Ooh, boy, okay. So let's even out the mana curve here by stealing that layer away.
And maybe just cycling one of these, even though the seal. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's probably a better call.
He's still going to get the 3 HP from the Blade Champion defense, right? So
right.
It's not all lost here. And interesting, you see him drop the Rashid into the middle lane, not going to challenge the layer, but instead try to threat. But here comes that Cammy again. And the Shield Spire is not going to be able to stop the 4 damage.
Ooh, and that got down. Ooh.
That's going to kill the Cammy in 1 hit. Is he going to shield it with the Blade Shattering defense? Is that what he's going to do? Yes! There it is. What about the seal? You going to disarm him in response? No. Get
move it out of the way. Yeah. Move. Ooh, wow. So that's good in that he lives, but it's bad in that you are now in a position to die.
Yeah. Can he get enough?
I think the Valstrax is going to be able to squeeze down here, yeah.
Yeah. I play on my super old iPhone 6S.
Oh, goodness, James.
So soon because it is not working out here.
I play on a 120 hertz Razer Phone 2, and it's awesome, and I have no excuse for playing as poorly as I do. All right.
Here we go. Spike Launch, that mono Spike Launch that we were talking about.
Yep, like you mentioned, he has to go with the Rakoha, so this is going to be stalling. You see, he has the 2 Collines for the weaknesses, to explore for weakness, just so he can bounce cards and make them do no damage. It's all just a stall tactic. The first thing he's going to do is see if he can bait a reaction to get 2 MP. Not going to happen, but he got a 3rd Colleen, so he's going to get all of his weaknesses early on, which is kind of nice.
He is, but that board's pretty stacked, and if anything is dealt with, it can be immediately restacked with some nice mid-range units.
So he's gonna resonate, pull out the extra unit through the resonate now. So he's got the full board now to challenge here.
And not only the full board, but you know the way to continue generating a full board, if anything should die.
He's got the Lust and Pride both out on the board right now. And he wants to, okay, yeah. Because Lust and Pride are both 3 MP cards, he doesn't want to have to deal with Alfred taking one of them out.
Yeah, certainly wants to get max value on all that.
Ooh,
and it's gonna, yeah.
Maverick's memory's early. Not saving it.
But it's right, but it's easy to throw a unit when you can just generate more of that unit, right?
But look at his hand. He doesn't have any action cards. Oh boy.
Oh no, yeah.
Health back from this though. It's gonna be just enough damage. Okay.
It's gonna get a little heal. Still is gonna be able to continue generating here.
But again, the
all right.
ratings of how decks work is not necessarily the early lead. It's about lasting long enough to get to those X hunters, but I don't know if he can. Look at his hand. He's got some odd cards in here right now. Oh, but this could do stuff. Oh, smart stuff right there from High, not placing a card to get shot.
But and immediately just jamming down the Naked Birkin just to get something on board, apply some pressure, because that is a really important part of playing spike launches, having pressure.
But actually, if he plays the weakness on Birkin there, then it'd just basically be no damage.
Right.
Or he win the game. Because I think he wants to cycle his cards more so than he actually wanted to weakness that. So now it'll be a trade instead, unless he can drop this in time.
Ooh, no. Couldn't quite get it there. That would have been nice too, having 2 of those, you know, sitting in the EX pocket to freeze up an EX pocket slot. I think there was a lot of value in just getting that down.
Yeah, you can't play the Foresight right now because that's just going to burn one of the cards. Yeah, big risk. You never know what you're going to pull with that Foresight. But he's got the weakness and he's got the bounce all ready to go. And he's got again. He's going to drop again. Interesting. Interesting play.
Ooh, okay.
And now he might be trying to look to bounce Nobunaga to prevent its revenge from actually.
And that's exactly the play.
Yep, there's the deadly traps.
Now we do have the predation if he wants to make sure the revenge does go off. And we are going to see it here. Yep.
But he can skullduggery. Does he want a skullduggery or save the for the hunters? Oh, he's thinking about it. He's gonna
fire it. Yeah. I mean, this is about as good an opportunity as you're going to get to use skullduggery in this match, right? Like that's great value for it right there.
That's a good call, because otherwise he might just get stuck in your hand and you'll never have a chance again. Because
a lot of the stuff, it's, you know, if you bounce it, you don't necessarily want to bounce it.
And meanwhile, by the way, you know those like those little gnats that just bother you. Again, was doing that for a while, but there we go. Finally gone.
And now the Urzen sets to 10, so the Burn Dynarex can come down as a 4/8.
Yep. And he's gonna weakness the Junie instead of Urzen. And then bounce it. What's the play here? What is the play that he's going for right here? How's he gonna handle Urzen?
Well, he's set up for a Rakoha now.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Oh, he
but
just
he got the burn Dynamax down.
What timing?
Oh, that was so fast. And he drew another one in the same spot, so it didn't look like he got it down, but he did. And that completely is the counter there, yeah.
Oh my. Okay, wait, but he's gonna be able to kill the burn Dinorex, yes, and gain some health back. So he's gonna. That was actually a lot of health back. So this is not a terrible. He's still got the hunters. What has he got? The hunters. But the problem is, you know, you're fighting against the black deck. You know he's got like some sort of crazy cruel game, and sure enough, you see the cruel game up there, and the spike launch is just gonna get rid of
spike launch
zero.
on the naked unit, yeah. And guess what? I'm still at 10 health. Guess what that means? Burn Dinorex. 4-8 for 3. So much value. There's another one in hand. The Alexia's in hand.
That one that he dropped in just in time was crazy. He has to do it.
Yeah. Oh. He got the Birkin down.
Yeah, and now the cruel game, unfortunately, is not going to work until all of his units die, but he could actually die before that happens. Oh, he's just going to cruel game right now. Wait. That does nothing, right?
Absolutely nothing. Oh, but it sets up a spike launch, which he got in the tiniest window.
That's right. Okay, that was the play. That was the play.
It turned on the spike launch, yeah.
But that still has heavy Pierce on it.
Yep. No time for Alexia.
Okay. He just wanted that MP for the spike launch, but might not work out in the end. He's got the burn Dinorex out there, but he's going to block out the field. So on the middle lane, he's going to be down to 1 health.
Oh, and the Rakoa comes through anyways.
Perfect timing.
And perfect AP.
Teppen.